chosen one, this is not just a message, it's a divine awakening. God is declaring that everything is shifting, and it's happening faster than you realize. The magnitude of what's coming is beyond your current understanding. But trust me, the countdown is over. Your breakthrough is not tomorrow, it's now. This is not a drill, it's Plan B, the backup you've been praying for when Plan A faltered. The waiting, the hoping, the praying, it's all over. It's time to execute. The universe is aligned. Spiritual doors are wide open. Your destiny is calling you forward with unstoppable momentum. If you're here right now, it's no accident. God led you to this very moment because your season of longing is finished. You're stepping into your reality. Those things you once thought were only dreams are already manifesting, and they are coming at you fast. But there's one thing. To activate this powerful shift, you must move with purpose and precision. Align your mind, spirit, and actions with this unstoppable energy. The clock is ticking. This is your moment to act. Step into Plan B with unwavering faith and fierce determination. But before we go further, I need you to do 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe, and comment 99 to signal your readiness. This number is a divine amplification that sends a cosmic message that you're prepared. If you are truly the chosen one, you will watch this until the end. Your spirit already knows this truth. Your time is now. After hearing this message, your life will never be the same. Are you ready for Plan B? Let's execute. Let's go. There comes a time when heaven doesn't just whisper, it roars. That roar is echoing across time and space. Right now, wake up. Chosen one, you've been marked for a divine purpose, but distractions have blurred your spiritual vision. This isn't just another season. It's a divine alert. God is not calling the casual, He's summoning the committed. He's calling those who feel His stir, even in their sleep. Those who know deep down that they were born for something greater than routine. It's not about religion. It's about alignment with the divine. Heaven is shifting, and your spirit feels it. If you've been feeling uneasy, restless, or disconnected, that's not anxiety, it's divine agitation. God is shaking you free from comfort zones to help you step into clarity. Everything familiar may begin to feel foreign, but that's a sin. The spiritual fog is lifting so your soul can see with fresh eyes. You are not random. You are not overlooked. You are on God's radar for this exact moment in history. Your heart has been breaking for a reason. Your silence had purpose. Your journey has been preparing you for this moment. This is a call to awaken, not just for your own sake, but for the others you are meant to lead. Heaven has declared, it's getting real. Your time has come. You've heard the signs, felt the nudges, and maybe even received dreams or inner whispers. But the distractions, social media, the noise, the shallow conversations have dulled your urgency. This is not condemnation, it's correction. You've been surrounded by people content with average, and their comfort has infected you. But you, dear one, are not average. Every chosen soul faces a crossroads. One path is paved by the crowd, the other by calling. Which path are you truly walking? The company around you may not be inherently evil, but they're not aligned with your mission. You've been warned, because the delay in your journey is dangerous. The enemy doesn't always strike with chaos. Sometimes, he lulls you with comfort. It's time to audit your circle and ask, are these voices calling you higher, or are they keeping you still? Even Jesus withdrew from the crowd to spend time alone with the Father. You, too, must separate in order to elevate. God is trying to deliver instructions to you, but the noise around you has become static. Silence isn't emptiness, it's the sacred space where purpose speaks. Turn down the volume of the world and turn up the frequency of heaven. You are being called out of distraction and into destiny. Heaven has initiated Plan B, not because Plan A failed, but because many chose not to respond. However, you are still in position. Plan B is not a lesser plan. It's divine acceleration for those who are finally ready. Execution time is now, and this is your moment to move. No more procrastination. No more waiting for the perfect season. The timeline is shifting, and your activation is now. Plan B is God's reset button. While the world clings to systems that are failing, heaven is launching a parallel structure, one unseen but unshakable. You have been chosen to walk in this new system, to help rebuild what others have lost. It's not just about prophecy. It's about positioning. The people who have eyes to see and hearts to obey will rise like never before. This is divine strategy in motion. The blueprint isn't public, it's prophetic. God isn't looking for popular voices. He's choosing precise vessels. The next 10 days are not symbolic, they are strategic. You are being placed into a spiritual military operation. No more delay, no more doubt. The call is clear. Execute. Plan B. The earth is about to tremble, not from natural disaster, but from supernatural design. The next 5 days will be marked by global shifts, leaders falling, powers rising, political climates changing. What may seem like chaos to the world is divine choreography in the spirit. Pay attention to the headlines, but read them through heaven's lens. This is not destruction. This is divine disruption. God is rearranging the chessboard of power. Nations are being restructured, alliances will break, and secret agendas will be exposed. These shifts are not accidents, they are prophetic alignments. The stage is being set for something greater than governments. It's a spiritual awakening that will touch every sector of society, from Wall Street to world leaders, from policies to pulpits. Everything will be touched. This is not a time to fear, but to discern. If you've been praying for revival, this is the tremor before the wave. The next 5 days are a wake-up call, not just for nations, but for you. After this external shaking, an internal awakening is coming. Your personal breakthrough is next. Behind the scenes, where you cannot see, global structures are collapsing and rising simultaneously. This isn't just politics, it's prophecy. God is removing kings and appointing servants. He is unseating arrogance and enthroning humility. The rulers of this age are about to be reminded of who the true king is. Pay attention to the instability in systems. Currencies may fluctuate, markets may shake, and governments may argue. But there is divine intention behind it all. What the enemy meant for control, God is turning into correction. He's allowing the exposure of deception so that only truth remains. This is the unmasking before the unveiling. Don't just watch the news, watch the spirit behind the news. Ask the Holy Spirit to interpret the headlines for you, for God is preparing His people to lead in unexpected places. New voices will rise, not from Ivy League schools, but from prayer rooms, not from political dynasties, but from hidden obedience. Heaven's cabinet is being formed. Once the dust settles from the shaking around you, something deeply personal will begin. This is no coincidence, it's divine order. God often repositions the world before He releases individual destinies. Why? Because when the systems shift, the atmosphere becomes ripe for spiritual breakthrough. As the world resets, so are you. Heaven is clearing space globally and within your soul for something new to emerge. Your breakthrough won't arrive with fireworks. It will begin quietly, almost like a whisper inside your spirit. You'll feel clarity, like light breaking through clouds after a long storm. What once satisfied you will suddenly feel empty. But that's not loss, that's transformation. The things that once fit you no longer do because you are being spiritually upgraded. This isn't just growth, it's elevation. Your moment isn't coming, it's here. The world may still feel chaotic, but you'll be moving in divine rhythm. While others panic, you'll respond in purpose. That's the sign your breakthrough has begun. Don't miss it, waiting for perfection. Your breakthrough won't look like you imagined, but it will be exactly what you need. The first day of your personal breakthrough begins with discernment of spiritual nutrition. Just as your physical body responds to what you eat, your spirit reacts to what you consume. Not just food, but music, media, conversations, and environments. God is opening your eyes to see what feeds or poisons your purpose. What you allow into your soul will either build your divine strength or drain it. You'll begin to recognize which foods dull your sensitivity to God's voice and which atmospheres dim your spiritual flame. Scrolling certain accounts will feel off. Watching particular shows will cause unrest instead of relaxation. The Holy Spirit is turning on your inner compass, so you no longer live by impulse but by spiritual intelligence. This is more than discipline, it's divine protection. God is giving you a rare gift, holy discernment. Once you see the impact of what you consume, you'll never treat it the same. Your anointing is too costly to be compromised by careless consumption. This isn't about legalism, it's about power. You're being refined to carry weight in the spirit, and that starts by choosing what feeds your soul. On day 2, God will begin to expose the intentions of those around you. You'll start to sense what's hidden beneath smiles and words. People who once seemed close will suddenly feel distant, not because of drama, but because of divine discernment. This day is about clarity and connection. God is cutting cords that drain you and highlighting relationships that align with your next level. You may experience tension or sudden shifts in friendships or partnerships. Don't be alarmed. This isn't rejection, it's redirection. God isn't trying to hurt you. He's trying to heal you from what you didn't even realize was harming your calling. You'll be gifted with the ability to read not just actions but intentions. It's a prophetic download of emotional intelligence from heaven. This new sensitivity will help you stop investing in dead soil. You'll no longer chase people who are meant to walk with you for only a season. Instead, your energy will magnetize the right ones, those who love you, not for your title or potential, but for your divine identity. Your relationships are about to be pruned and purified. Let it happen. This day unlocks a profound gift: spiritual foresight. You'll begin to see things before they happen, sense outcomes before decisions are made, and feel shifts in the atmosphere before they're obvious to others. This isn't paranoia, it's divine perception. It's not about guessing, it's about clarity that only heaven can give. It's about knowing, and it will change how you make decisions from this moment on. God is granting you the ability to spiritually forecast, to anticipate not with fear, but with faith. Just as meteorologists use data to predict storms, you will use spiritual data, prayer, patterns, and inner prompting to see ahead. You'll sense who to trust, what to avoid, and when to move. Your inner GPS is about to receive a divine upgrade. This ability isn't to puff you up with pride, it's to prepare you. You are not meant to walk blindly, but to move with prophetic insight. Imagine walking into a room and knowing the atmosphere before words is even spoken. That's what God is placing on you. Use this gift humbly and wisely. It will protect you from deception and guide you toward opportunities. Day 4 is where the veil between heaven and earth becomes thin. On this day, expect divine interruptions, dreams that feel more real than waking life, visions with messages, or quiet moments where God's presence feels stronger than ever. This isn't your imagination. These are supernatural encounters orchestrated by heaven. God is pouring out fresh revelation-specific downloads that speak directly to your purpose, future, and spiritual authority. These moments may come during prayer or even while you're doing mundane tasks. Suddenly, you'll sense a shift. When that happens, pause. That's God speaking. Write it down, listen, and respond. This is a sacred window of spiritual communication. The realm of the Spirit is becoming more accessible to you. Angels are being assigned, and divine assignments are being downloaded. Don't dismiss what may seem unusual. God is pulling back the curtain, showing you what few have seen. This is where intimacy with Him deepens and clarity is birthed. Be available, and still He's about to speak like never before. On the 5th day, something extraordinary will happen. You will tap into divine intelligence, the kind that doesn't come from study, but from spiritual impartation. This is a revelation at Akashic level, one that makes your spirit leap and your mind expand. Mysteries that once confused you will suddenly make sense. Scriptures will open up in new ways, and answers to long-standing questions will appear in your spirit. This isn't New Age mysticism, this is kingdom intelligence. God isn't just giving you vision, He's giving you the vocabulary to articulate it. You will access wisdom far beyond your own understanding. Patterns in the Spirit will become clear, and you will teach, lead, and speak from a place of authority that will astonish even you. The breakthrough on this day isn't just for you, it's for the generations to come. You are being entrusted with spiritual knowledge to lead others out of darkness. This is more than information. God is setting you apart as a voice of revelation in an age of confusion. Be humble, yet bold. You've been chosen to carry what few can handle. You've never truly fit in, and now you're learning why. You are not just a body with a soul. You are a spiritually engineered being designed by God, with unique codes, frequencies, and divine wiring that separate you from the ordinary. Your spirit carries ancient fire, ancestral resilience, and heavenly blueprints that this world cannot comprehend. And now, those spiritual codes are being activated. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into human systems that were never meant to contain you. You were not built for routine. You were built for revolution. That uneasy feeling, that sense of being different, that desire for deeper meaning, it's not dysfunction, it's divine identity. You are built to discern, to disrupt, to lead, and to see beyond the veil. You are heaven's answer to earthly confusion. This is the season where you must fully embrace your supernatural DNA. You are not here to blend in, you are here to break barriers. There are callings on your life that cannot be Googled. They are downloaded straight from heaven. You are more than chosen. You are coded, and now that divine coding is coming alive. Your spiritual engineering is rising to full power. Own it. This is not just a motivational slogan. It's a divine mandate. You are standing on the edge of your spiritual activation. What you do now will echo for generations. If you wait for permission or validation, you will miss your moment. If you delay, distraction will devour your destiny. You must rise, and you must rise now. You must rise now. Many are called, but few answer. Why? Because rising requires releasing comfort. It demands courage. It demands faith, even when you don't feel ready. But remember, God doesn't call the ready. He readies the called. Every battle, heartbreak, betrayal, and setback you faced was part of your training. Now is the time to put on your armor. You've been through the fire, and now you carry the flame. If you're still wondering whether you're worthy, let this be your confirmation. Yes, you are. You were born for this moment. The divine timeline is shifting, and heaven has scheduled your rise. If you stay stuck, others stay blind. If you refuse your call, others remain captive. The price of your delay is too high. Choose purpose, choose power, choose to rise. In this very hour, heaven is opening scrolls, divine blueprints, fresh mandates, and spiritual assignments tailored for this era. These are not general callings. They are specific instructions for those who are aligned, awakened, and available. Are you in position to receive what God is releasing? The angels are on assignment, portals are opening, and the Spirit is whispering names. If your name is being called, you will feel it, a tug in your spirit, a fire in your belly, a sudden clarity that pulls you out of routine and into revelation. But make no mistake, this is not a time to be casual. God is not looking for perfect people, He's looking for positioned hearts. If you've been praying for purpose, this is your moment to posture your soul. Create space. Turn down the volume of the world. Be still. Be sensitive. Heaven is not silent. It's strategically speaking. And those who are ready to listen will receive assignments that will change not just their lives, but the lives of others. You are not just waiting on God, He is waiting on you. What once took years will now take weeks. What once required confirmation will now flow by conviction. The delay has been broken. Divine acceleration is here. This is not fantasy or hype. This is heaven compressing time to fulfill destiny. Doors that were once stuck are opening. Opportunities that passed you by are circling back. The timeline has shifted, and you're being pulled into momentum. This isn't just speed, it's alignment. When you walk in sync with divine time, you don't strive, you soar. The wrong people will fall away effortlessly. The right doors will swing open supernaturally. You will say, I didn't expect this, but heaven will say, we've been preparing you for this. Get ready for the sudden lies, the calls, the visions, the miracles, the provision. This is your moment of movement, but you must act. Acceleration is not a passive blessing, it's a divine push. This is the season where obedience equals overflow, and hesitation equals loss. You must move with the Spirit, trust the nudges, and say yes even when it scares you. Delay is no longer your portion. Speed, favor, and power are. Get ready to run. God isn't just moving, He's moving with you. Doubt is a thief. It doesn't just steal your peace, it robs your momentum. Too many times, you've heard God's voice, received the sign, and felt the prompting, only to second-guess it because it didn't align with your fears or your logic. But God doesn't speak to your comfort, He speaks to your calling. He's confirmed things to you in dreams, through people, and in quiet moments of prayer. Yet, you're still asking for another sign. That delay isn't holy, it's hesitation. Every time you second-guess what God has already confirmed, you allow fear to rewrite what faith has spoken. It's not that you don't believe in God, it's that you're afraid He might actually use you in the way He said He would. But this is the moment to silence the noise of uncertainty and lean into what heaven has already whispered to you with clarity. You're not crazy, you're not you're simply being tested in trust. Remember, God speaks in patterns. If He confirms something to you more than once, that's not coincidence, that's covenant. Stop asking for additional proof and start preparing for execution. The enemy wants to keep you in limbo because delayed obedience is disobedience. Every moment you spend questioning is a moment missed in building. Don't let fear negotiate with your destiny. It's time to move forward with conviction. You're not being arrogant, you're being obedient. Confidence in God's voice isn't pride, it's posture. Stop shrinking your stride to fit others' comfort levels. If God confirmed it, walk boldly in it. He's already gone before you. Now it's your turn to walk where heaven has pointed. There are changes happening in high places, not just in churches or governments, but in kingdoms of influence and systems of power. Why? Because God is making space for you. When heaven ordains a person to rise, earth has to rearrange to accommodate that rise. People will be moved, positions vacated, and platforms shaken not by coincidence, but because you're coming. This is what divine placement looks like. You don't climb through human politics. You're lifted by divine strategy. While others scheme and scramble, you will rise through alignment. But don't be surprised if what looks like loss is actually part of the shift. Sometimes, God must shut doors in others' lives so that yours can open. It's not judgment, it's the movement of divine chess pieces. You are not just entering a new role, you are being placed into a prophetic position where others were planted by ambition. You're being rooted by assignment. That's why the path may feel unfamiliar, because God isn't just placing you in rooms. He's building new rooms around. Your gifting, your seat at the table doesn't exist yet, but it's being constructed even now. So don't be discouraged by delays or strange transitions. Kingdoms are being shaken, not because they're failing, but because heaven is clearing the ground for your arrival. Walk humbly, but walk boldly. The world may not know your name yet, but God has already inscribed it into the plans of nations. Your moment isn't coming, it's being carved out right now. The loneliness, the silence, the feeling of being forgotten, it wasn't punishment, it was preparation. God often isolates before he elevates. Why? Because what you carry is too powerful for ordinary places. God is crafting a space specifically for your assignment, and it requires refinement. Embrace this season of solitude, for it is in the quiet that you are being readied for the noise of your divine destiny. He's building in you, and that requires quiet. You cannot be trained in public what must be forged in private. Your isolation wasn't abandonment, it was intimacy with heaven. In these hidden seasons, God strips away the applause so you can hear his voice clearly. He pulls you from the crowd so he can whisper direction, refine your character, and strengthen your resilience. The people you lost, the opportunities that slipped away, those were all part of the pruning. It didn't feel good, but it was good. For you, you are not being punished. You are being prepared for prominence. Think of every major biblical figure: Joseph, David, Esther, even Jesus. Each one had a season of solitude, but in that solitude, they received strength, strategy, and sacred insight. God never promotes without preparing. And now, as the season of isolation comes to a close, don't rush to the spotlight. Step out with purpose. Your private pain was birthing public power. So, when the doors open, remember what the wilderness taught you. Don't resent the silence, honor it. You're about to see why you had to walk alone for so long. God was sharpening your voice, your discernment, and your spirit. Your isolation was never wasted. It was the anointing room for what comes next. You've spent too long hiding, not because you weren't capable, but because you were trying to play small for others' comfort. But now, the shadows can no longer contain you. You've outgrown every space that once made you feel safe, but stifled. This is your divine call into the light. The spotlight isn't about vanity, it's about visibility. For purpose, you were never meant to be invisible. Your voice, your message, and your presence carry light. And light was never meant to be hidden under a bushel. It was made to shine before nations. The time for dimming yourself is over. You've been hiding because of fear of judgment, failure, or being misunderstood. But the same God who gave you the vision is now pulling you into manifestation. Don't apologize for your gift. Don't shrink to make others feel better. This spotlight is not yours to claim. It's God's to place you in. You're not stepping into fame. You're stepping into function. The visibility coming into your life is for heaven's agenda, not your ego. And because God is behind it, no one can cancel it. It's time to let your light blaze. The world needs what's inside you. And the longer you stay hidden, the longer others remain bound. Step into the divine spotlight not because you want to be seen, but because others need to see hope through you. There have been pieces of your story, your purpose, and your future that have felt just out of reach. You sensed something big was coming, but the details remained blurred. You asked questions, you prayed for clarity, and for a long time, God was silent. But now, the veil is lifting. What was hidden is about to be revealed in full color. God often conceals the full picture, not to frustrate you, but to protect you. If you knew everything too early, you might move too soon. But now the timing is right. Revelation is being released. Dreams will become more vivid. Prophetic words will make more sense. Conversations will spark clarity. You'll begin to see what God was doing all along. This isn't just about insight, it's about invitation. God is inviting you into deeper partnership. He's not just showing you what's next, He's calling you to participate in it. Strategies will come in prayer. Blueprints will drop into your spirit. You'll find yourself knowing things before you're told, feeling things before they unfold. That's divine insight, not imagination. The fog is lifting, and the season of confusion is closing. Get ready to walk with clarity and conviction. What was hidden from you was never denied, it was delayed. But now, it's your time to see clearly, move boldly, and trust completely. You were not born randomly. You carry a unique spiritual code, embedded deep within your soul, a divine imprint from the Creator Himself. This code is not just a talent or a gift, it's a sacred solution meant for a specific generation. It's why you've always felt different, why you've endured battles others couldn't survive. You've been carrying something this world desperately needs, and the earth is groaning, waiting for its release. This code can't be copied, and it can't be cloned. It's not taught. It's unlocked through obedience, pain, prayer, and persistence. Your voice has a frequency. Your walk carries spiritual weight. Every experience you've had has been a part of coding that blueprint into your spirit. Heaven has hidden it in you for such a time as this. You are not just a person, you are a spiritual access point. The reason the enemy has fought you so hard is that he knows what's inside of you can't be stopped once activated. He doesn't fear your past, he fears your potential. You are carrying a message, a movement, a mantle. And now God is ready to reveal the fullness of what's been buried inside you. The code will begin to manifest through ideas, bold decisions, and divine collaborations. When you walk into rooms, atmospheres will shift, not because of you, but because of what you carry. Understand this, the earth doesn't need another copy. It needs your authentic code. There are people waiting on the other side of your activation. Don't let comparison delay your delivery. You've been prepared for this moment, coded for this call, and chosen for this release. Let it out, speak, move, build. The earth is ready. Are you? From the moment you entered this world, limitations were placed on you by people, culture, systems, and even by your own family. Labels were assigned, ceilings were installed, and lies were whispered. You'll never be more than this. But now, heaven is shattering every one of those limitations. God is rewriting the boundaries of your life. You are not who they said you were. You are not what your past declared. You are who God designed you to be before the foundation of the world. The generational chains, emotional baggage, and mental limits are breaking right now. What others saw as flaws were actually blueprints for greatness. Where others saw brokenness, God saw potential waiting to emerge. You may have been raised in lack, but you were born for abundance. You may have been silenced by trauma, but you were destined to speak boldly. What people called too much was heaven's mark of abundance and overflow. Now, that divine fire is igniting your spirit. You are being upgraded. Limitations are falling like chains. And once they fall, you will never return to the box they put you in. This is a season where you'll do what others said was impossible, not by striving, but by supernatural ease. What you touch will multiply. Where you walk, doors will open. This is your limitless era. Walk with your head high. God is not just lifting you, He's rebuilding you without restriction. You are limitless in Him. Too many people are stuck replaying the trauma of yesterday, believing their past defines their worth. But God is declaring over you, your past is not your prison. It's your launch pad. Every failure, every wound, every detour, it's all been shaping you for this very moment. You are rising, you are unstoppable. The best is yet to come.